This is a photo of the Artemis 2 mission. Astronaut Christina Koch is looking out the window, and Earth lies beneath her. Not like a map or a globe from a book, the way we usually see it, but the real thing, right there in front of her. And looking at it that way, you could say, right now you aren't on Earth, you're on a planet in space. It sounds strange, after all, it's essentially the same thing, but not really. When it truly sinks in that you live on a planet suspended in the void, it feels different than simply knowing that we live on Earth. You see Earth every day. You walk around on it, take the train, go shopping. And eventually it just becomes the world you live in. Nothing else exists for you in your daily life. No universe, no void surrounding us. Just you and your routine. But Earth is a small planet floating in the dark void, and I think this can't be said often enough, because we never quite manage to fully grasp it. Everyone you know, every memory you have, our entire human history, all of it, happened on this one small planet. Nowhere else. You may be a human living on Earth, but you are also a tiny part of a planet, and the planet itself is just a tiny part of a galaxy. We call what's out there space, as if Earth were the normal place and everything else the exception. But it's actually the other way around. We are in space all the time. We just happen to be standing on a rock within it. And that rock is constantly moving, orbiting the sun at over 100,000 kilometers per hour. You don't feel a thing. No shaking, no wind, no sensation of speed. You're sitting still right now, watching this video, while simultaneously hurtling through the void at a speed that makes an airplane look like a pedestrian. This is a photo showing Earth from a distance. The Curiosity rover took it from the surface of Mars in 2014. At that time, the distance between Mars and Earth was about 160 million kilometers. In the photo, Earth looks like a star, a tiny speck of light in the void. And the fascinating thing isn't that it shows some distant planet, it's Earth, the place where everything you know actually happens. Then there's that other image. You're probably familiar with it. Voyager 1, 1990, about 6 billion kilometers away. In that one, Earth was smaller than a single pixel. The crucial point isn't even the distance itself. It's what remains of Earth when you fly far enough away. No landscapes visible anymore, no cities, no continents, not a single human being. The entire planet, with everything that has ever happened on it, shrinks to a single dot. That is all that remains from that vantage point when you fly far enough out. Now, a quick thought experiment. You're lying in a meadow at night, looking up. But try flipping your perspective. You aren't lying beneath the universe. You're lying on a sphere that is itself floating in the middle of the universe. When you lie on your back at night and gaze at the sky, you aren't looking into the sky. You're looking into space. Imagine Earth were transparent. There would be no ground beneath your feet anymore. Just space again. The only reason you aren't falling into space right now is that Earth's gravity is holding you fast. Nothing else. We stand on Earth, so we feel like we are somewhere down below. But there is no universal up or down. So you could also say you are looking down into the universe, and gravity is simply preventing you from falling in. 1984, Space Shuttle Challenger. Bruce McCandless II becomes the first human to fly completely untethered from the shuttle. No rope, no connection. In one of the photos, he is simply standing there, against a backdrop of black nothingness, with Earth beneath him. It almost looks as if he isn't in space anymore, as if he were simply floating in the void. No tether to the shuttle, nothing to hold on to. Just him, a few meters away from the shuttle, and behind him, nothing but earth and blackness. This evokes feelings similar to the examples I just described. We humans exist on our own little world, yet that isn't the real world. The true world lies out there in seemingly infinite space, with an incredible number of other worlds and objects beyond imagination. Giant stars, black holes, neutron stars, and then there is the sheer, incredible scale of it all. Earth, solar system, the nearest stars, our galaxy, other galaxies, galaxy clusters, the observable universe, and then the universe itself, which is likely far larger than anything we can actually see. All of this spanning distances so vast they hold no real meaning for us. And perhaps the most unsettling thought isn't that the universe might be infinite, but that we will never know for sure. Imagine that beyond a certain distance, there isn't nothingness, but simply something we can never see, not in 1,000 years, not in 1,000,000. And therein lies the greater problem. We cannot truly visualize this scale. We have absolutely no everyday experience to relate it to. A meter? No problem. A kilometer? That's manageable too, but at some point, our concept of distance simply fails us. We can say the numbers, millions, billions, trillions of kilometers, but stating a number and truly grasping a distance are two completely different things. We can measure the size of the universe, but we cannot truly grasp it. Even our own solar system defies imagination. If you were to shrink the sun to the size of a basketball, Earth would be the size of a pinhead, roughly 26 meters away. And Neptune, the outermost planet, would be nearly 800 meters away, almost a kilometer just for our own planetary system. And beyond that, nothing for a long, long way. On this scale, the nearest star would be nearly 7,000 kilometers away. And remember, that is just the nearest star. There is also a fascinating effect that arises from such extreme distances. When you look at different distances, you are automatically looking back in time. Look close by, and you see the relatively recent past. Look far away, and you see millions or billions of years into the past. So the night sky isn't just far away. You are looking into different times, into vastly different pasts, all at once. The sky above you is made up of countless distinct moments in history, all visible simultaneously. The images from the Webb telescope illustrate this powerfully. A tiny patch of sky, smaller than a grain of sand held at arm's length, contains thousands of galaxies. Some of them date back to an extremely early phase of the universe. We don't even know if what we can observe is everything there is. There could be regions we will never see, no matter how long we wait. There could be things we don't even realize we fail to understand. Humanity faces a multitude of questions for which we haven't even found the right question to ask yet. On Earth, you can orient yourself almost anywhere. In the universe, we don't even know where here actually ends. We live in a reality of which we can see only a fraction. There could be regions from which not a single photon ever reaches us. Things that exist, yet remain forever as invisible to us as things that never existed at all. And right now, you are in this very place. A person born here, at this precise moment in time, existing perhaps for 100 years, a mere blink within an infinity you cannot even begin to fathom. One might find that frightening. Yet at the same time, the chain of coincidences that allowed you to exist here today, as a human being on this planet at this time, is truly incredible. The rarest thing in the known universe isn't a black hole. It is you, exactly as you exist right now.